Okay, well here we are. We finally got my bow up here. I got my strings. We did check before we took anything apart. I just checked, kind of compared the new strings to the old strings, etc. Took 300 pictures because I don't know what we're doing here. So I'm going to get this all torn off, like all the sight, the rest, all this extra stuff you don't need. And then we're going to go ahead and take the strings off and then take the limbs off and like all these silencers and see what all we got to take off to just have a bare riser so we can get it Cerakoted or powder coated or whatever that guy does. Whatever I choose to. I think I'm just gonna do black, maybe silver or gray. I don't know yet. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking all this stuff off, and then we'll pick you guys back up. Now I need the Philip wrench or screwdriver here. Should come off of there now, man.
The clamp for
the clamp is literally right at the end of the serving. There you go. Perfect.
Gently.
So we got it all stripped down. Well, not all stripped down, but we got the sight off, we got the rest off, we got the go sticks off, the back bar, and the front stabilizer. So we're pretty much ready now to put it in the press, get the strings off. We're going to take the limbs off, these silencer thingies, whatever you want to call them. We're going to have to take the grip off. We're going to have to take this string silencer off and the roller guides off also. So it's kind of going to be a little learning thing because I haven't ever went this far on a bow. Obviously, when you buy a new one, this is how it comes, bare like this with the strings on it, and then you kind of go from there with all of your bolt-on accessories that are kind of somewhat easy. And now this is the hard part. So we're going to put it in the press here, which this bow has never been in this press. Actually, this press has only seen this and another bow. Maybe Cody's put his once in here. I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and make sure it's nice and correctly in here. I think, honestly, this one finger might need adjusted a smidge. Because it's not sitting up quite like where I think it's. Like, see, this finger has more tension on it than that one. So let's go ahead and, that's a little better. These ones are pretty equal. I don't think that matters. I don't know. I just like them to sit even. So we're going to go ahead and put some tension on it. Got a little bit of slop in the string here. Okay, so pretty much we didn't really have to put that much pressure on it. And I think we're able to take the strings off now. So here's the main string. That's pretty much all you need from what I've understood, is you just need a little bit of slack, and you've seen how much I had. Alright. They make little things that you can put on your press when you're putting strings on and off that'll hold them all up, tight while you're trying to finagle these around. I could see how it could get a little bit crazy. Okay, so we got the main string off. We're going to have to retain that. And like I've watched in so many videos here, they make sure they compare amateur stuff, the string lengths and the serving lengths and all that. So we're going to go ahead and compare them here before we go nuts. And they look to be about the same length, if you can see that. That is the main string. These servings are about the same length, and these wraps are about in the same spot. So we'll have a good idea where to put my peep sight at too, and my D-loop and all that stuff. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take the secondary strings off here. Go ahead and put this in the box with all my other junk. And we'll put this off to the side, and then we're going to take the, so we took lots of pictures because these actually go opposite on this bow, on this roller, and I didn't know that. So these actually have like a little like retainer thingy on them. Okay, that's kind of neat. A little like roller type thing in there that's a little bit tricky to get on and off. So let's go ahead and put it back on, just to kind of show you, get the kind of feel for installing a string while we're uninstalling a string. Okay, so that's kind of simple. So these strings, we did compare them, are the same length. Both of them. They are just served differently. So one end has a longer serving and one end has a shorter serving. Is this going to fit through this roller? I don't think. I think we're going to have to, nope, it will. Okay. I mean, being the old string, I did kind of force it through there. Is this right? I don't know. So we'll go ahead and get this one off here. So this one goes on this top thing here. So I might put some tape on it just to label the cam where these go. I mean, I know there's only certain spots here. I like labeling stuff. I label everything. I take a billion pictures and I label everything. So again, we'll go ahead and check the length on this one. So as you can see, I have this one correctly. And these are also, once I get this untwisted, the same length. See how the servings are? One's very long and one's shorter. So it's almost exactly the same. Actually, the 60X one has a little bit more serving on this end, but that's fine. Can't go wrong with more serving, right? I guess, I don't know. Go ahead and set this one down. So we'll go ahead and take this off. Opposite, we're kind of doing opposite here of what we did on the other string. Okay. Let's see if we can tug it through here. Maybe flatten it out. Okay, so that worked a lot better. I flattened the loop out and it pulled right through. So again, that's why we took lots of pictures. Whoa, the cam really went nuts there and hit the... It's okay, it just did a little dunk. Okay. Maybe, well, that's a good reference thing. Maybe don't let your cam slam down on the thing like that. So, we got one left. Make sure it's the same length here. Flip it. They're about the same length. I'd say this one's like weirdly a little bit shorter, but I'm sure, it's not been on a bow, so it could probably get stretched like that little bit. Like, what is that? I don't know. Half an inch? Whatever. Close. But again, servings are all about the same. In the same spot, etc. I don't think these ones are as vital as your actual drawstring. Go ahead and put that in there, and put this up there, and we'll label it. And again, you have to accommodate for each string goes on an opposite wheel because these wheels spin freely amongst themselves, but one is larger and one is smaller. So it is probably vital that you put the correct corresponding string on the correct wheel. So let me just reference my pictures, even some close-ups like of where a little close-up video describing where the little clamp goes for your rest. There's some close-up shots I did of the strings here on the roller guide and far away shot. So you can kind of be like, okay, here's the top of the bow. Whoops. Here's the top of the bow. This string comes around here and goes down, and it is on the small wheel. And then this other string that comes off the top of this top cam goes on the other side, is on the larger wheel, as you can see here. So hopefully we can retain even a side shot here, so you can definitely see the separation in the two different strings. So this one goes on the small wheel, and the front one, if so to speak, goes on the larger wheel. So hopefully we retain all that information when we go to put this back together. So we're going to take it out of the press now. We got all the strings off. Again, we really didn't have that much tension on it. I'm sure it's really we're going to have to really uncrank it here because there's absolutely no tension holding the limbs back. And again, watch your cams. I can't do the old cam spin test, They seem very free spinning and all right. Like the bearings in them are okay. Like everybody says to check. You can't really do the little spin test on them because they're going to crank this aluminum thing here. So we're cranking her out. We had her at 32. We're going to go ahead and put in our homemade bow vise here and take the rest of this junk off. This bow's going to look real weird with any day now. Any day now. I see why people get power ones. Okay. We got the wind chimes out. So here we go. Go ahead and put it in our bow vise. Take the rest of this junk off. Of course, this is a Hoyt, so it's going to be difficult to put in here. Stupid riser. There we go. We got her in there. So now we're going to have to take off all this stuff and move it around here a little bit. So we're going to need to take this off somehow. I have no clue. I think they're tiny Allens. Not sure. Yeah, I think so. We're going to take those off. I feel like this is going to be the hardest thing to take off, so I'm going to do it first. Okay, we got that one broke loose. Got that one broke loose. I wonder if this just, yep, it just slides right out. I wonder if we should leave them screws in there. That's so crazy. They're just like little plug screws. They're like little, like a plug. Then you drop one. We do have a magnet tray, by the way. We're prepared. I was not. Now we're going to take this roller mechanism off, whatever you want to call it. I feel like the limbs are going to be hard too, but we'll get to that. So let's see here. These are handy because you have all these sizes on one little tool. Very nice. I mean, we do have T-handles too, if you in case you need to get really like into taking something apart. But again, this stuff is very intricate, factory torqued on there. I'm sure those all have torque specs on all this stuff. This is very like important component. But again, bows are just a simple machine. There we go. Go ahead and tape that together. Now we got all that stuff off. We're going to go ahead and rotate this. And we're going to take the limbs off here. Man, this bow vise is very nice. So, man, I already got the paint chipped on the bottom. So, oh boy. I'm going to take these off somehow too. That's a big old Allen, so we're going to need a big old Allen wrench. Maybe not that big. I'm assuming this is all metric. I don't like how that fits. So we're going to go to the American stuff. Okay. So. Man, that's big. Well, I guess we're going to use this metric one. Metric. Flip it. Okay, so actually those are really loose, so that would make sense. We're going to hold on to them. We should probably be doing this over the table, by the way, in case something falls, so let's turn it around. Like right here. Okay. A little bit. So it looks like this is attached. That's a long screw. The bow vise works good. In the magnet tray. So that just holds that to the riser. We're going to have to take these out. So this one, you need a double Allen wrench, I guess. It's spinning. Is it reverse thread? Nope. It doesn't seem like it. Hopefully this doesn't just hit the ground. That's why I kind of spun it over here, but over the table. What? Okay. Oh, we're going to retain that. So this must be some sort of oiled guide. Wow, that's fancy. Okay, look at that. Alright, we're already dropping shit everywhere. All right. How the heck were those in there? Well, good thing we didn't take the top off yet so I can look.
Did you grab the? Hey, look. There's a thing in the end of this that came out.
Oh. Huh. So there's a washer, goofy washer. So these should probably be clean. How the heck were those in there? Oh, okay. So this goes outside towards the limb. Like this.
Maybe take a pit. Maybe put it on the limb and then take a photo of it.
Yeah.
So you can remember.
So how the heck does this come off? Oh, it just pulls right off. Okay, let's take a picture of that too. This goes. It literally just sits on there. Really? Yep. It just sits on there. Oh my god. What the heck is this for?
What, the screw?
Yeah.
That's for this other side.
Oh, I dropped that too. Oh, for Jesus' sake. Oh, we need a label on top and bottom too. So is this the top one?
Yeah.
So this goes in here. This is also the bottom. These sit like this. Right? That's crazy. There's all this plastic. Come on, Bo. Or crazy. So there we go. Now we just got a riser. I think we got to take these out too. These little Hoyt things. They're like little metal inlays. See that? And the grip. We got to take the grip off. That should be the easiest, I guess.
So we have
It's just double face taped on. It's just glued. Like hot glue or double face. It's just double face tape. Really? See, this even works good for Hoyts. Oh, it's too big now for the grip. Got it all tore down here. We got a bare riser using all of our home tools at our home archery shop here that we made for ourselves. We actually got to use it for once. And everything worked flawlessly. I mean, we got our bow vise we used and our press and all our tools are with our little workstation. And we got everything labeled and pictures. And we got it down to a bare riser. We're going to go ahead and get this, whatever he does, Cerakote, powder coat, whatever I end up choosing him to do. I'm not doing the limbs. I'm keeping them camo just to do like a two-tone look. We got a new string to throw on this. It was kind of amazing how simple this stuff's held together. It is, again, a simple machine. And how they had like these little Hoyt, like deer logo heads in the riser here with just double-sided tape, literally. So we went ahead and took those out because I'm going to want to put those back in. I don't want them coated because why? I kind of want to look at, keep it as factory as possible. I just got to go ahead and get the rest of this double-sided tape off here, which is literally all that holds the grip on. That blows my mind. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Just showing that I might try and take this 31 out too, right here on the riser. Take that out so we can put that back in. Trying to keep it as factory as possible. A look, even though, we got, I don't know about this Hoyt logo. Maybe he can tape that off. We'll see. See what we can do. But that's pretty much it. So stay tuned for the next video when we put this back together.